Generic intro in the theduckgoesmoo here, back with the RWBY reacts, but instead, now I'm doing the World of Remnant videos. I'm doing World of RWBY Volume 2, 1, 2, and 3. I believe there's 3 of them. I think the first one's Dust, the second one is Kingdoms, and I think the third one is Grimm. I'm not sure about that. I'm wearing a poncho because Hurricane Florence is almost here, coming here. I hear the wind's outside. It's not actually raining yet. If you're unfamiliar, the Season 2 finale that I did, I said that if that got 50 likes, I'd go outside with a my gun and a flag in the pouring rain and wind, like shirtless, and record it. And you guys smashed that like instantaneously, which is insane. And I'm actually excited to do it. Hopefully, the hurricane actually hits me to the point where I can do that, and like there's wind and it's pouring down rain. But I'm wearing a poncho now, just because. Yeah, people have been telling me World of Remnant will answer a lot of questions I have, so I'm glad I'm going to watch that. Tomorrow, I'm actually recording this like 2 hours before this is being uploaded, or supposed to be uploaded. Should be the Season 2 soundtrack. I think it's like 33 minutes long. It just takes forever to do. But hopefully I'll get that done at some point. But, yeah, this is supposed to answer a bunch of questions. You want to see the last video I did, which was the Season 1 soundtrack? It was really good. I'll leave that up there. It's 43 minutes long, but it was still good. The music's all really good. And let's just start this. I apologize if the poncho makes any noise or rustling. I'm trying to, like, not move as much. Okay, World of Remnant. Is that what the actual, like, world this is set in? Remnant? Dust. Now, we know Dust does a couple things with, like... Okay.
By definition, it is a naturally occurring energy propellant that can be triggered by the aura of humans and faunas. But in reality, it is much, much more.
Okay, so Glinda's talking.
Found in 4 basic forms, dust can be combined, both artificially and naturally, to form new, stronger types, each with unique properties.
How many different combinations can you have?
Man has concocted a multitude of ways in which to harness the powers of these mysterious crystals. From airships to androids, dust has made its way into practically every facet of technology.
So you just find them? You don't have to mind it?
Elegant, yet destructive. Those who choose to wield
That's
dust
cool.
in this state must possess a certain level of discipline.
Whoa.
To ensure that their resulting powers do not...
I have the power of God.
Dust ammunition serves as a more practical application in today's modern society. With the technological advancements in weapon design, warriors need simply...
People don't really think about weapons as a technological advancement.
While this has become the standard method of use, it is not uncommon to find individuals still practicing more archaic forms of dust manipulation, such as weaving it into clothing, or even fusing
that's what Cinder does
with their own bodies.
Who does that? Isn't that foreshadowing?
Working, fighting, and even turning a profit with it, humanity
that's the
has
Schnee
still
Dust
yet
Company.
to understand how dust came to be. And more importantly, how their involvement with dust will ultimately change the world of Remnant.
Okay. Try not to make noise. Let's go on to the second one. These are also like really short, which is great because I'm doing this video the day it's supposed to be uploaded. Just getting behind. People are in town. Okay. This one was Dust. The last one was Dust. This one's Kingdoms. Link to all the videos down in the description as well if you want to see them.
The world of Remnant is a dangerous
What happened to the moon? Oh my god.
Particularly for man.
The moon's in worse shape than I thought.
In the countless years that humanity has roamed the planet, civilizations have grown and fallen. But 4 have withstood the test of time.
Isn't there the rumor that they got the map for this by like a ketchup stain on a napkin?
Veil. These 4
Isn't that
kingdoms, with
how
the help of
the
natural
map
barriers
became?
and human tenacity, have proven that they have the will to survive. Each kingdom has a governing council to represent the people and their needs.
Okay.
Next comes the military. While most kingdoms only call on its citizens to serve when needed, others find it important
Have a militia?
to be prepared. There are still those who choose to venture outside the walls of the kingdoms. Roaming nomads and small villages are not uncommon.
Why would anybody
Neither is their tendency
be
to
outside?
disappear overnight. Lastly, the Huntsman academies. These institutions' sole purpose
How many
is to
Huntsman
train
academies
the
are there?
next generation of huntsmen. The next generation of defenders that will live and die to protect the lifestyle that they've become so accustomed to. Yes, the world of
Grimm
Remnant
really-
is indeed a dangerous place, but the Four Kingdoms stand
The fact
as
that they can
beacons
only
of
like
hope.
hold that much
Safe
area, the
havens
entire
of the
world is
darkness
safe.
that
That's
surrounds
pretty.
them.
That says
They
something
are
about the amount of
key to
Grimm.
mankind's survival.
How does Grimm
As
like
long as they stand
keep
united.
growing? Like, how do Grimm keep making more Grimm? And speaking of which, we're about to find out because there's Grimm. But for them to only have those 4 tiny little specks in that huge map, that's the only area that they can like claim as safe haven is pretty, or like that they can defend. That says a lot about the strength of the Grimm outside the kingdoms. Also, why is the Grimm with 2 M's?
The creatures of Grimm. A ravenous, destructive force that covers the majority of Remnant.
Just as I was saying.
While often referred to simply as Grimm in the common vernacular, these beings serve as the greatest foe to mankind. For as long as humanity can recall walking the surface of Remnant, so do they remember
Walking the
this
surface?
wicked force.
Did they used to be like inside? Like not
Many
on the
ancient
surface?
cultures believed the creatures of Grimm to be animals possessed by evil spirits, or perhaps the spirits of tortured animals themselves. However, further study, as well as the discovery of newer, more horrific forms of Grimm, does not support this hypothesis. With
What do you
new
mean?
creatures discovered every day, scientists perpetually find themselves with more questions than answers. While very little is known of their origin, some
So where did
key
Grimm
facts
come
have been
from?
observed in the wild.
That's
First and
Nevermore.
foremost, the Grimm exclusively attack
That's gonna be a
humans
scorpion, is it
and
not?
their creations.
I think
While
that's a scorpion.
occasional skirmishes between wildlife and Grimm have occurred.
No, that's.
These instances appear to
don't
be
know what that
based
is.
on territorial provocations rather than a need for sustenance.
So are there like no regular animals? Like they have dogs,
In fact,
and dogs
common belief
are like
is that
wolves
the
in
Grimm are
the
not
wild.
obligated to feed.
So is there just like
They
Grimm
choose to.
and like Sly?
What is perhaps even more unsettling is the basis of their attraction. The creatures of Grimm are lured towards negative emotion. In the rare instances when villages are capable of defending against a wave of Grimm, their survival is not guaranteed, as widespread panic will only lead to more attacks.
They feed off of fear.
Little else is
That's
known
cool
about
though.
the creatures of Grimm. Keeping them in captivity has proven to be an understandably difficult task, as the creatures tend to either die or kill those who imprisoned them in the first place.
Okay.
To further complicate study, the corpse of a Grimm will only remain for a short period of time before completely evaporating. Those who hunt the beasts for sport find this particularly
Hey, that's the
upsetting,
professor with the
but
facial hair.
manage to get by with cheap taxidermic recreations and bombastic storytelling.
Hey,
Although the creatures
taking a
of
stab at
Grimm
him.
appear mindless, more delicate observation has proven contradictory. It has been noted that while younger Grimm tend to be more reckless,
So they like
older
grow
Grimm,
up.
who have managed to survive their battles, have the tendency to learn from their experience.
I haven't
and will
seen a Grimm
exercise
survive a
caution in
battle
the
yet,
future.
but they probably
This
also go into
perverse
small
form of
battles like roaming nomads
self-preservation
in small villages
allows
outside the
creatures
kingdoms.
to become more effective killers. And in the end, killing is all that matters.
My favorite color is blood. Is that it? Yes, it is. As I was checking my phone and putting the microphone away and starting to pack things up and be done and start editing this video, Mr. PH, who gave me the suggestion to do the Season 1 soundtrack, do Hunt SD, just literally commented on a video while I was recording the last video and said, I hope you know there are 5 Remnant videos. All came out before Season 3. So, I'm just going to watch the other 2. I don't know how I'm going to splice the ending. Okay. This is about the festival tournament, which has not happened yet. So,
It all began, as most things do.
Yeah, we got Osmond narration instead of Good Witch.
The kingdoms of the world had been locked in a violent struggle for years. But eventually, the Great War of Remnant came to an end on the small island of Vital. It was here that humanity's leaders chose peace over bloodshed.
So I'm guessing the
future of modern
white
society,
island is, what is that, Vacuo, where Ironwood's from?
New traditions.
And the one on the right is
The Vital Festival
Schnee,
was created to
it's like
serve
white,
as a celebration of peace between the
blue,
kingdoms.
ice.
Every 2 years, a kingdom would be chosen to open its doors to the world, allowing citizens from every corner of Remnant to meet and indulge in one another's cultures. The
That's
pinnacle
cool.
of this event was the Vital
Why every 2
Festival
years, though?
tournament.
Let's just fight to the death.
After the newly formed Huntsman academies proved to be a success, the Vital Festival tournament was designed to test the strengths of the kingdom's warriors in a safe
Is
and
that like
friendly
Ruby's and
competitive
Yang's dad?
environment.
Because the red
A
scarf?
wonderful method in which to ensure that the world's huntsman would never
Is
settle
that?
for mediocrity.
I wonder if it is.
But would
I wonder if there's any
constantly strive to
like
become the absolute best. they could be.
relation between the person wearing the red scarf, the guy
As the
wearing the red
skills of the
scarf,
huntsman
and
grew, so did
Yang
the
and Ruby and
games.
their family.
And in time, it was decided that the tournament would need a stage equal in greatness to that of its competitors. Amity Coliseum was the culmination of the Four Kingdoms' efforts, a technological marvel and a shining symbol of harmony, capable of making the journey to all the kingdoms of Remnant.
Wait, that's the Colosseum. It
It's
floats.
true that all of this began with war. But it is peace that has
I still can't
served
get
to
over that
shepherd
giant
humanity
lake that's over there on
its
the right.
ascension to greatness.
That is a big lake. Actually, I wonder, like, what is the square mileage of the world of Remnant? Like, how much square mile
May
is
we
it?
never stray from that path.
Okay, that was volume 3. Now I just got one more, which is the Huntsman. The animation on these are really sick for what they are. Really simple, really basic, but they've done really well with it. The animating, the voice acting, the storytelling. I dig it. I dig it. Good job. Good job. Monty? Yeah, wait.
Huntsmen and huntresses,
Did Monty have a say
the
in this?
best and brightest warriors of Remnant, ranking higher than kingdom police and even military in terms of strength and skill. The occupation was established alongside the Huntsman academies after the Great War,
The Great War.
with the hope of creating elite warriors whose sole purpose would be to combat the creatures of Grimm.
So why do they have a school that
Beacon
teaches
Academy
people how to be
was
better
founded
than
in
military?
Haven, founded in Mistral. Shade, founded in Vacuo. And Atlas, founded in
Atlas,
the now
that's where
defunct
Ironwood's
kingdom
from.
Of Mantle.
Defunct
These
Kingdom.
institutions accepted graduates of primary combat schools who showed enough promise and tenacity to not only battle the world's
Chop,
deadliest
chop.
creatures, but also protect their fellow man. For this reason, trainees are grouped into
Hey,
teams,
it's Team
ensuring
Ruby.
the continual development of communication, empathy, and teamwork.
I like how Blake,
Traits
they had
that
to
are
add
vital to
purple to
any
Blake
guardian of
just so she
peace.
wasn't just black and white.
As an additional precaution to maintaining peace, the founders of the academies believe that their graduates should be kept separate from kingdom allegiance.
Well,
Once
obviously.
finished with their training, huntsmen and huntresses
basically
are
like
free
training
to
out a
choose
second
who
military.
they work for, as well as what kind of work they will do through the use of mission boards.
So the mercenaries, basically.
Allying with a particular kingdom or village is entirely up to the individual. However, Atlas
That's
Academy
Ironwood.
has come under increasing amounts of scrutiny.
Still don't
in the
like that guy.
indoctrination of military lifestyle upon its students,
Still don't like him.
pressuring them to enlist in the Atlas military's Special Operatives Unit.
Who are you?
Every academy has its own methods
Who's that?
of teaching, but the end
Guess
result
we'll find out in
is the
season
same.
3.
Huntsmen and huntresses ready to make their own paths. Some will stay together as a team, some will move on to work alone. But all are expected
Hey,
to serve
what happened to the
humanity
moon? Jesus. Ruby, what did you do?
and never succumb to the darkness.
That. Is this like a trailer for Rooster Teeth? That's cool. You can find all these videos down in the description as well. I guess I'm going to have to make another outro now, but Thank you for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed. The support has been incredible as always. Leave me suggestions for things in the future. Like I said, PH told me to watch the 4th and 5th one. And hopefully I'll get the Season 1 soundtrack either out tomorrow or the day after that. I'm going to try my hardest to get it out tomorrow, but I might not be able to because I think it's like close to 40 minutes long. That video takes hours to render, edit, and then render again, and then upload. So who knows? I have family in town. The hurricane's coming. Things are a little chaotic right now. I'm going to try to. I'm up against the clock, but yeah, we'll see what I can do. But thank you guys for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed. And as always, cue the music.
'Cause you move me into something else, change me. You know what you want, all I ever did was love.